Hey, thanks for checking in. Before we start the Kenneth L. Johnson Show here on WPPM 106.5, Philadelphia, streaming worldwide, broadcasting live on LinkedIn, I wanted to talk about the XCEL Summit, the Black Enterprise XCEL Summit. I'm still on a high from that event. Told a lot of people from that summit to listen to the Kenneth L. Johnson Show on Mondays at 2 p.m. And I hope they are here, and I know that we are going to add value. Look, as I mentioned, I'm still on a high from the summit, and I wanted to talk a little bit about it because I think there's an important part, an important thing that happened at the XCEL Summit. I had the opportunity to sit on a panel with three amazing individuals. The panel was moderated by Tristan Layfield. Super solid, did a great job moderating the panel. I appreciate you, my friend. Also had Nathan Adams. We did a panel last year together, so I knew what he was going to bring to the table, and he definitely delivered in my man Orlando Haynes of Career Talks podcast fame. Some of you may be familiar with Orlando, but he was on the podcast as well. Thank you so very much for coming through, my man. You know what I'm talking about. All right, look, the summit reminded me of why I love this work. You know, my work is typically about amplifying voices. That's the side piece of the work. The big work is East Coast Executives. I'm the leader of a talent acquisition and recruitment firm. And that's the work that kind of has been the foundation for some of these other things I do. But some of the things I do are directly related to amplifying the voices of others. And we do that through the Digital Career Success Series, a partnership with the National Urban League. That show is amazing. All three of the gentlemen I mentioned earlier have been on the show. They support my work. I love supporting them. I also do that work through TEDx Harlem. The great stage in Harlem where we do the TEDx events, and the goal is to amplify the voices of others. And that's really what I enjoy. And the XCEL Summit reminded me of that. There were some great people there. John Hope Bryant, Robert Smith, just to name a few, right? That's a solid few right there. But some people that I connected with personally there, and I knew some of these gentlemen beforehand, but it was great to see them. Always a pleasure seeing them. And I know they're doing amazing work out here. Adrian Porter, what is that? Mid-career mastery. Solid guy. Got an opportunity to spend some time, have some conversations with him. Also, my man, Stephen Hart, Trailblazers podcast. You know Stephen, doing great work. Saw him at the conference as well. Met a brother named Sean Holcomb Jones from the USTA. Spent some time with him. Really solid. Looking forward to collaborating with him in the future. Of course, Brandon Frame from the Black Man Can was in the building. Brandon, as soon as I saw him, he handed me a lapel pen, the Black Man Can pen. And then I saw him later on in the conference. He was branded out, had the Black Man Can sweatshirt. I love that, brother. Keep doing what you do because you do it better than anybody else in the world. So I appreciate you. I would be remiss if I didn't mention that the Hope Dealer, Frank Brady, was in the building. Frank, shout out to you, man. Always keeping that energy right. You're like Ramon Ray. Ramon Ray was emceeing the event, and his energy was really high. It was amazing. I cannot have this conversation without mentioning, of course, Butch Graves, his family, Black Enterprise, but Alfred Edmond Jr. Listen, brother, you are necessary. You curated a space that continues to inspire growth, collaboration, and forward motion. And I love that. I love being a part of that. And I want to thank you for continuing to support my willingness to be a part of that. Appreciate you. That's what this show stands for, the Kenneth L. Johnson Show. We're about building partnerships grounded in the same spirit. On the East Coast executive side, it's all about helping organizations attract, hire, and retain the kind of talent that reflects the communities that we serve. That's the big piece for me. I love doing the work, and this is an extension of that work. So thank you so very much for coming into my office and watching me do the things we do each and every Monday at 2 p.m. on 106.5 FM WPPM Philadelphia, streaming worldwide, broadcasting on LinkedIn as well. And remember, the Kenneth L. Johnson Show is more than a conversation. It's a platform built on the shoulders of East Coast executives where career, culture, and community drive business forward.